Yuri Foreman, great guy. We'll be seeing him in the future. I'll keep you posted on his next fight. But my next guest up tonight is another special guest. He's a tight end for the New York Giants, number 83. Let's give him an up-late welcome for Scott Simonson. Scotty,
Thank you.
What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, you know, same old, same old. I know, you know, I'm happy to be back here on the island.
Thank you for coming. I know you got a real busy schedule.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, I was with the Giants the last couple of years. I'm technically a free agent right now. I technically got released, but that was just like the paperwork, the little loopholes of the NFL.
Tell everybody what that actually means.
So, yeah, so basically what it was I got a concussion, ended up missing the last game of the season with the concussion. So
that was in December, right?
Yeah, at the end of December.
Yeah.
So I went on IR, and then since my contract was up anyway, to get released off IR, you have to pass a physical and then get released so you are eligible to either go back to the Giants or like work out for any other team. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it was just a little paperwork, legal issue. So yeah, it's just, you know, the business side.
Well, I heard there's a bidding war against you anyway right now. So eventually, you're either going to be back on the Giants, you're going to be somewhere else.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm excited. It's, like I said, you know, it's nothing I haven't been through before. So.
Now listen, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
Now you were born in Red Bank and you're living in Middletown, New Jersey.
Yeah, well, I'm born in Staten Island actually.
Oh, you were?
Born in Princess Bay.
So you
grew up in Red Bank.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, got a couple. And then and then I live in Howell now too. But
see what it doesn't say that you or your bio stuff doesn't say you were born in Princess Bay. You got to tell them to fix that.
I know. I'm in charge of it because I didn't know how the you know, the credentials of the Staten Island OGs work. So I didn't know. I was only here for like 5 years, so I wasn't sure if, you know, I lived here long enough to claim that title.
They don't make them like us no more.
I know. I was saying I've been back all the time with my dad, my father. Every time he comes back here, he runs into somebody he knows. He actually did it tonight in the audience. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how big the Staten Island Little League was, but when you guys were growing up, but I must have met over 200 people that played Little League with my dad. So I'm mad I missed that Little League.
Those were the days. Those were good days. They used to raffle off dirt bikes and everything.
Yeah.
So now listen, why don't you give a little family background. We're a little short on time tonight, but give a little family background, and we'll get into your career.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, grew up born in Staten Island. I'm the oldest of 3. I got 2 younger sisters. Yeah, and growing up, you know, it was pretty normal, like I said, until
when you were in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I was in 3rd grade. My sister. So the short of it is, she had this disease called Fanconi anemia. It's like a bone marrow blood disorder. You know, she's normal now. She's 21, I think. She lives a normal life. But
that's awesome. Good.
She needed a bone marrow transplant.
That's great, brother.
Yeah, and then so you know, me and my other sister happened to be matches. This is back when I was in 3rd grade. She was 1 or 2, going through it. So she needed a bone marrow transplant, and yeah, I just was a match, and it was the normal older brother, I guess, thing to do.
Listen, it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But I know you being in the NFL and your father being a big sports fan, and your uncles. I mean, how's it having a proud dad as being an NFL player?
Oh, I mean, it's great, you know, because obviously, going out, I went to a small school and only played 1 year in high school. So, like, same thing like Yuri said, I was kind of always the underdog coming up. So, it was a long shot. My dad will tell you he knew back when I was in high school, apparently, that I was, had what it took. But yeah, it's been great. And like I said, since he's known this all along, he's really used it to the advantage to be the ultimate proud dad. Like, I mean, we'll be in some stories. We'll be in restaurants, and he'll just like see a picture on the wall and just, tell the waitress, "Oh, you like football?"
That's cool.
So.
If I made it, my father was alive, he'd be doing the same thing.
Oh yeah. You can't blame him. I mean, I think any dad would. So and like I said, I owe him all the support. Him and my mom and my whole family, fiance, they have stuck by me. And without my dad, taking me to all the games and getting all the things, I wouldn't be here today. So
now, what was the jump that got you to like semi-pro before you got that? I know you were a rookie and you were signed as a undrafted free agent to the Raiders in 2014. Now, what was that? Tell everybody what a free agent is.
So basically, like, you have the normal draft, and so after like 10, 15 minutes after the draft, I got a call from the Raiders saying that they wanted to take you, but the thing is, you might get calls from a couple teams. Like I had the Chargers too, so you kind of got to pick. Whereas if you get drafted, you go to that team. Mm-hmm. was a little hectic, and I went there. You know, I went there on like a small $1,000 signing bonus. That's like the smallest you can get at the time, and you know, but like I said, it was just sometimes all you need is a shot, and yeah, I ended up making it with the Raiders on practice squad, and then got called up, and then just still got some opportunities along the way, and I'm still playing, thankfully.
Yeah, man, thank God. Listen, you're still young.
Yeah.
Now, you got some cool stuff over here. I mean, your first NFL game, it says here, it was on December 17th with the 49ers, but your first official NFL touchdown was in December 27, 18 against the Colts, and then you had a 3-yard dash pass touchdown by Eli Manning.
Yeah, so that was
That must have been great, right?
Yeah. Definitely, and congrats to Eli on retirement. But that was
you just got him before he retired.
Exactly. So it even makes it more special. But I mean, that was, you know, growing up a New York fan, you know, especially I was big into football, and you know, growing up, Eli was. I've only really known the Giants with Eli as the quarterback, and
that's great.
Growing up with the 2 Super Bowls, so that was something special to catch, you know, a pass from him, and then also I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone because me and my dad had this deal where he'd always get my first touchdown ball, and it happened to be right before Christmas. So, and then it was from Eli too. So I got Eli to sign it.
That's nice.
Gave it to my dad, and then I didn't have to spend any money on a Christmas gift for him.
There you go.
You know, so I kind of lucked out.
I saw that same football in the sports store in the corner. They were selling it.
Yeah. I know. I haven't seen. Speaking of, I haven't seen
kidding.
it since I gave it to him. I haven't seen it since.
Nah, I'm only joking. But you got to look like that. Look at it like this. Like that's a professional athlete passing the torch to you. I was good friends with Joe Franklin. He was nostalgic, so I learned a lot from him. Kind of passed the torch to me, but I'm not at that level where I would like to be. But that's something great.
Yeah, I mean, like I never
just take that and roll with that.
Yeah, like if you told me when I was, you know, even when I had played a couple years like that, I would catch, you know, my first touchdown from Eli. You know, you couldn't have wrote a better script type thing. But yeah, I mean, it's. Like I said, it's just kind of, being in the NFL has kind of taught me just kind of control what you can control and let the chips fall where they may and just kind of keep trucking.
Now, what about Super Bowl 50 when you actually got to play that? That must have been like another big highlight for you.
Yeah, that was cool too. Like I said, I was with Carolina, and it was my second year, and yeah, we ended up, that was the year we dominated and ended up going all the way to the Super Bowl, and then I actually got to play in the Super Bowl.
Did you get a ring though, right? Or
no, you actually get a ring. You get they call it the loser's ring though. So but you get an NFC Championship ring. So it's a nice ring and everything, but you know, when you show it, you kind of got to say you lost.
So I had to do my homework on you because I've been out of the football thing in a while, and I called up Billy Cummins in the audience a couple times. We talked, so he gave me some notes, and a bunch of people, and I looked up a lot of research, watched a lot of videos, and then you sent me some pointed notes. So I actually, it was fun doing all the research and getting back into this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I have to come prepared.
Yeah.
And I am prepared. And we can sit here for another half hour. Same thing with Yuri and Joey, but you know, we only have the hour show, unfortunately. But yeah. So now listen, what do you think about the new head coach of the Giants?
I mean, I've heard, like I said, I've heard nothing but good things.
Did you work with him, or you just got on?
No, so he just got on,
Okay.
and then, you know, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but
Joe Judge,
and he comes from you know, the New England
Patriots,
tree,
yeah,
so.
won three Super Bowls.
Yeah, so and
I know more than you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, trust me, you're pretty good.
I'm only kidding. I can't speak, but I learned.
But yeah, I mean, like I think they're in a good position. I've heard nothing but good things, and you know, those Patriot guys, they know what to do. I went to school up there, and my fiance, she's from deep in New England territory.
Oh, nice.
So
you met him over there?
They're doing something right up there. Yeah. I got her down.
Well, she doesn't look tainted. She ain't from New York.
No. But yeah, so I think they're in a good position.
Good luck with you. Good luck with her.
Yes.
Life is short, so it's the
Well,
journey.
she's a nurse too. Like Yuri, we got the wives in the fields where they could take care of our bodies with the professions we chose.
You need that.
Yeah.
I mean, what about Pat Shurmur? How was he?
He was a great coach. You know, he was a good guy. He was a tight ends coach previously in his career, so he kind of always had a respect for tight ends. And you know, like I said, I always had a good relationship with him, and then, you know, that's the NFL, you know. Sometimes things work out, sometimes I've been on, you know, plenty of teams too. But
it's a roller coaster ride, I guess, right?
Exactly. That's why you kind of just let each day go and just take it as it comes.
Everyone I talked to said you're a humble guy. I watched a lot of your videos, and listen, that's half the battle, being humble. I mean, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I know. Maybe I think if I grew up in Staten Island, I might not have
It's
been as
hard
humble.
to be.
You know what I mean?
It's hard for me to be humble sometimes.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah.
It's a good quality to have. I wish I had that.
No, you're humble. You're good.
Yeah. Listen, I can get a little crazy sometimes. Right, guys?
I heard the story.
I didn't have to say that.
I've heard some stories. Don't worry.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's from living in prison space. So listen, what are your future plans? It's almost our time.
Yeah, so I mean, my future plans are, if I'm still shooting for the stars, like I said, because I didn't think the football thing would work, but I've always had a passion for like acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, so I've kind of, would like to kind of dive into that field after football. Could use my size. Hopefully, it could help something like that. And then, like I said, my father's a crane operator in the city, so. I've always had a kind of a knack for machinery and stuff like that. I was a sand hog for a summer or two going through college, so I know what a little bit of hard work is, but yeah. So
listen, what you do is hard work. You already does that. Whatever we all do is hard work in different ways.
Oh yeah.
I'm a plasterer during the day.
Everyone's got their
late
passion.
night by night. It's all good. I rob banks on the weekends. In other states. So now listen, where can people find you on social media?
I guess so. I'm on Instagram, Scotty Simes 80, and Twitter Scotty Simes 83, and yeah, that's pretty much.
Well, you're a true gentleman to the sport, and I hope to see you again soon.
I appreciate it.
Let's definitely hang out one night. We'll do a little drinking.
Yes, sir.
All right, Scott Simonson, everybody.
Sounds like a play. Thank you, guys.
All right. All right, that was a great show. A bunch of great guests, and it's that time of night we have to say our goodbyes. But before we do, and like always, it's a regimen of the show. We'd like to say a special thank you to our caterers, Paulie and Mike from Nucci's Restaurant in Staten Island. How was the food, guys? I can't say more nice things about them.